IELTS Life Skills A1 Spouse Visa Test.
So, if you guys are ready, let's get started. Ahmed, you will be candidate A, and Leila, beautiful, you'll be candidate B. This is Angelina. I'm your interlocutor for IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Candidate A, can I have your full name, please?
My name is Ahmed Ibrahim. Please call me Ahmed.
Can you spell your first name?
Yeah, A-H-M-A-D.
Where do you come from?
I'm originally from Syria.
And what do you do?
I'm a civil engineer living and working in Saudi Arabia.
All right. Would you please tell me about your weekend routine? What do you do on weekends?
In the weekends, I usually prepare with my family the traditional cuisine for the weekend. It's fatta and falafel for the breakfast. The breakfast about 11 a.m. All the family share in preparing the breakfast in the weekend. After that, all of us drink the coffee, Turkish coffee together. Maybe afternoon, when the weather get warm, maybe we'll go to the garden or to the beach. Spend all the time until the evening playing football or swimming. It's depend on where we will go, to the garden or to the beach. In the evening, maybe one of us choose a film, and all of us watch together the film. And after the film, maybe drink some tea and discuss about the family, about our ambition, about our goals and plans for the future.
All right. Well, would you please tell me about your favorite cuisine and why do you like it?
My favorite cuisine is fatta. It's a traditional Syrian food. It consists of hummus, bread, and pepper, also, and olive oil. It's so tasty and delicious. I prefer it because also is I used or I'm always or I used since I was child to eat this meal.
All right. Would you please tell me about your favorite member of the family?
My sister, my big sister. I love it. I love it too much because she is close to my age. He is bigger than he is 1 year bigger than me. Since we child, we studied together. He she she was teaching me the science and the math and helped me to improve myself in many things. Also, we shared the thoughts and the computer, the plays. We spent all the time together. Our thought also is it's so much and near to each other. So I love it the most one in my family.
Well, thank you so much, Candidate A. Candidate B, may I have your full name, please?
My name is Ilieva Leila, but you can call me Leila.
Can you please spell your first name?
Yes, of course. It's Leila, Leila.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Moscow, Russia.
What do you do?
I'm a housewife.
All right. Please tell something about your favorite place.
Well, my favorite place, I think it's my house. I really like to spend time here because it has a cozy bedroom, nice and cozy kitchen, and really bright with many lights, a bathroom with many lights, and nice bathtub, and where when I feel tired after, for example, today's shopping, I was so blessed that finally I come to well, yeah, I came to my apartment, and well, I was really happy. And also it my house is very comfortable to for inviting friends, for meeting the family, for meeting my neighbors. Well, it I really enjoy it. I really like it.
Is there anything that you would like to change about your residence or the place where you live?
Well, now I have two things that I want to change, and the first one is I want to buy a comfortable sofa for the kitchen. Uh, it uh, it might help um, to include more friends when we sitting together. Like, it will be more seats. And the second one, well, my balcony is like a cold one. It's a cold type balcony, and I really want to get a warm floor there, and I want to windows be more thicker. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Candidate B. Candidate
Mhm.
A asked questions from Candidate B about her dream job. Candidate B asked questions about something new that Candidate A would like to try, doing new
Mhm.
things.
Okay.
You have 1 minute to think. All right, Candidate A, please ask your questions from Candidate B about her dream job. You have 2 minutes to ask your questions. Your time begins now.
Uh, what is your dream profession, and why do you choose this job?
Well, speaking of my dream job, since my childhood, I don't know why, but I always wanted to be a stewardess and a cabin attendant. Well, and I think when I was 25, uh, I was sitting in my office when I worked in the auto saloon, uh, and I just tried to send my CV to the one of the biggest air company in Russia, and they called me back. So I just was very successful on the interview, on the medical exams, and in a couple of months, I just changed my profession from the economist to stewardess. And I used to work as a stewardess I think almost for 11 years, and I think I was successful in my uh, in my target. Well,
What remuneration will you benefit from this job?
Remun. Can you paraphrase it, please?
Remuneration.
Yes, this word.
What the benefits or
Yes, I got you.
allowance?
Remuneration is actually salary, okay? Yes, that is actually the intermediate level word for the money that you receive. Salary.
Okay.
Remuneration, yes.
Okay. Well, money wasn't so big as I expected, but my salary wasn't so big that I expected. Oh, thank you. And but benefits were good because I had a chance to travel, like all over the world for the cheapest prices, and also we had like benefit hub where we can travel by boats, rent a car with the biggest discount ever, rent a hotel, book a hotel, rent an apartment like Airbnb or something, and we just paid government taxes, and that's all. I think it's a very good benefit. Also, we had a medical insurance, medical insurance. Yeah. So, well, I think these are very good benefits.
What this job will add to your life and your experience?
Come again, please.
What this job will add to your life and your experience?
Well, speaking of what this job gives me for my life experience, now I think now I feel more patient, and I have more patience, and I can feel like human, people can feel what uh, they why they behave that way or another way, because all we people, we have different situations in our life, and sometimes people can get it inside, and sometimes it's hard to get it inside, so they can start yelling, etc. And this occupation, this dream job that I used to work, it's really helped me to feel people. I'm grateful for this.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, candidate A, for your questions. Candidate B, please ask questions from candidate A about trying new things or doing new things. You have 2 minutes to ask your questions, and your time begins now.
Ahmad, do you like to do new things in your life?
Yeah, it's always I want to make new things in my life. The changes in my life urge me to develop myself and to improve. If you stay at the same place without think new things in your job, in your life, the life will be boring, too boring. So in terms of my work, I always try to get a new role, a new position in my work. Also, I try to explore some new programs, some new theory in my work that helped me too much. And sometimes I'm thinking to make a shift career, to try a new job, to change totally my job sometimes. And also in terms of my life, I also try to visit a new country to learn about new culture, new traditions about the world. And also for the food, I always try to avoid trying any new cuisine. I don't know why in terms of food, but in terms of sports, I'm always also try to try a new sports, a new games, and also a new books, a new subjects to read about, to add to my experience and my knowledge. The change is the best way. Is the best way to expand your mind, to expand your knowledge, to feel the life, to make your life happy and wealthy of experience and knowledge.
Okay, I got you. What kind of sports do you like to try?
I in the past I was watching always the Japanese sport Sumoku or Sudoku, I think Sudoku is the kind of Japanese fighting. I think it's so nice. I dreamed many times to try this kind of sport, but unfortunately I couldn't because in the Middle East there is no one play, or there is no club or no gym, no gym for this kind of sport. So I was only watching this kind on TV. I'm dreaming. Was dreaming to in the future maybe I will travel. If I get visa to Japan, I will travel there and I will try this kind of sport.
It's time to listen to a recording. Okay, so you both have to tell me. You will listen to 2 recordings and I will ask you 3 questions each. How do they travel to work? By bus, by train, and by car? Let's go.
Girls for Life. Entry 1, Task 1. Script 1. How do you travel to work?
Well, the roads are very busy, so I get the train with my friend. It's expensive, but that's okay because it's very fast. I leave home at 8 o'clock and we meet at the railway station. Only the boss drives to work because there's one parking place for him.
Script 2.
Do you go to work by train?
No, it's much too expensive, £9. So I go in my car with a neighbour. He gives me money to pay for the petrol, so it's quite cheap. It's about 35 minutes to drive to work, but over an hour by public transport.
All right. Candidate A, in the first recording, how does the woman travel to work? By bus, by train, or by car?
By train.
And in the second recording, candidate B, how does the man travel to work? By bus, by train, or by car?
By car.
All right. Now, both of you would have to answer 2 more questions. So, candidate B, in the first recording, who does the woman travel to work with? And what time does she leave her house? Candidate A, in the second recording, who does the man travel to work with? And How many minutes is the journey by car? Let's listen once again.
Entry 1, Task 1. Script 1. How do you travel to work?
Well, the roads are very busy, so I get the train with my friend. It's expensive, but that's okay because it's very fast. I leave home at 8 o'clock and we meet at the railway station. Only the boss drives to work because there's one parking place for him.
Script 2.
Do you go to work by train?
No, it's much too expensive, £9. So I go in my car with a neighbour. He gives me money to pay for the petrol, so it's quite cheap. It's about 35 minutes to drive to work, but over an hour by public transport.
Okay, so candidate B, in the first recording, who does the woman travel to work with?
With her friend.
And what time does she leave her house?
8 o'clock.
Candidate A, in the second recording, who does the man travel to work with?
The neighbor.
And how
His
many
neighbor.
minutes is the journey by car?
35 minutes.
Well, thank you so much. This is the end of the listening section. And I will give you a topic and you'll have to talk to each other about that topic for 3 minutes. Your topic of discussion is meeting new people. And you have 3 minutes to continue your discussion. Your time begins now.
Well, Ahmad, who do you want to... Oh, no. Just a moment. Well, speaking of meeting new people in my life, I just really want to meet with the president of my country, just to, like, to see him. How does he look like? And make a handshake with him. And I think it will be nice. What about you? Who do you like to meet with in your life?
Really, I want to meet with my favorite writer, Tony Robinson. I want him to give me a time to discuss with him about many thoughts and idea. He is always talking about and explaining. Really, it's very clever and an intellectual man. So I think meeting with him will add many knowledge and thoughts to my mind, and that will be amazing, really. Do you think that meeting a new people is a good experience?
Well, yes, I think so, because if I would have chance to speak with these people, I can ask them, especially if they are famous or they like no. Well, if they makes me happy, I can ask them what are about their success, why did they choose this type of profession. Well, yes, I think it's a good. What about you? Do you think it's a good it might
Really,
be good for you?
yes, it's so nice to meet people from another culture or another tradition, because knowing more about this tradition and this knowledge will highlight many things or many defects in your culture and your tradition, and this will let me focus on these defects to try to fix them and also I benefit from the other new people from other culture, Western people, Russian, or from South or North America. You will learn too many things and too many habits that is not available in our tradition. This will enrich my knowledge and experience, how to deal with people, how to deal with other culture, the movement, the face gesture will different from culture to culture, that the cuisines, the way to joke with them, the lifestyle, many things you will learn about. If you will travel to France, you will. When I traveled to France, I learned many things. The people there in Nice, in Paris, so polite, and all of them welcoming are generous and humble, and all of them are welcoming to the visitor, to tourists. They always help us to take a photo, to guide us to the benchmark of the cities. Really, it's so amazing people in France. I love the French people too much. When I traveled to Germany, I learned many things about the discipline, the system. The people work hard. They don't like to talk too much with the stranger, but also they respect the other people. You can learn too much about hard work, about discipline from them. If you travel here to Saudi Arabia, there are many good things in the people. You can I learn from them the generosity. They help the strange people. They are so hospital. The hospitality of some of the advantage of Arabian people here in the Gulf Arab countries. Also, if you will go to Syria, the people is so humble. It's so like to stay with the stranger, to talk with them, to help them, to eat with them. Also, we have here in Middle East too many bad things. I try to fix them after I travel to the Western country.
Well, would you like to meet with your favorite artist?
Yeah. It will be incredible if I'll meet, or I can meet with my famous artist, because when you meet with people face to face, you can to deal with him closely, and you know more about him, because the media and the social media sometimes reflect a good or shining picture of these famous people. Maybe this is not true. So meeting with my famous artist will give me some kind of truth about these people.
Well, speaking of meeting my favorite artist, I think I'd like to meet one of well, not mine, but one of the famous artists in the world, Banksy, but just not for, like, be friends with him. I'd like to take a photo with him, have a, like, autograph his signature signature, just for my collection, and that's all. Maybe you have like in your mind person you'd like to meet in future. Maybe it's a celebrity, maybe it's a famous blogger, maybe it's one of politician, uh, who you'd like to meet with.
For me, I would like to meet with Noam Chomsky because it is one of my best linguistics in the world, and he is so old. I hope to meet him before he pass away. I think this is the most one. I like to meet him now in these days because Noam Chomsky have many theories and many ideas about the world and about how to deal with the world, with the media, how the media control the people, and how the politicians try to control the people via media, and how to affect them negatively or positively, and how to guide the people by many kind of rumors, by many kind of rumors to support their position in authority.
Okay. Just wanted to ask these questions.